Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elected in 1/3. And Lord's, with this lesson will be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Baha, Rachakwadash. The water Yabashim Shai for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, prophecy is on the horizon. All right. And pretty much just want to go into ultimately how we are the waiting faithful servant. Okay. We're waiting on prophecy. We're waiting on Yahweh Shai. We're waiting to be delivered. But these are all the necessary steps that we need to be applying before prophecy comes to pass, And let me also get this definition. All right, let me check the audio. Prophecy. Okay. Let me also get this definition real quick for you. You might have heard the term. It's on the horizon. Okay, so let's go here and right here. So when you go into the term on the horizon, it means just imminent or becoming apparent. So prophecy is becoming apparent. All right. It goes into close, near, approaching. Okay. There's a term, impending doom. Let's actually look that up. Let's go here. Impending doom. All right. You got a band, but impending doom, a feeling of impending doom is a sense that something tragic or life-threatening is about to happen. Okay. And that's what these people are getting ready to experience. Okay. Now I believe it's gloom. Let's do gloom, KJVA. I think it's in is it gloom and doom? I think it's Second Ezra's 5. Let's just put doom. I know it's one of them. Okay. Yep. Oh, it's Second Ezra 7. Excuse me. Second Ezra 7:43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time. See, this is prophetic. Okay. But we are in the stages of seeing these prophecies, and the Lord is really just building us up, and I want to express that to you, brothers and sisters. We're being built up. Okay. This is what's taking place right now while this place is being broken down right before our eyes. Okay. Right before our eyes. This is prophecy. This is what's got to happen. Okay. There is no one else that is in the spirit that the Lord is putting on us. I've been really watching it. I've really been watching people. When I say people, I mean people according to the scriptures, people that hold as a teacher. No one is rooting for prophecy. All right. They're rooting for themselves or their individual gain. They're into everything except for prophecy. All right. So we have to thank Yahweh Bashem Shai that the Lord has put a special spirit on us to yearn for prophecy, to yearn for things to come to pass so we can finally be at rest. So Yahweh Bashem Shai can get their glory, because that's ultimately what we're waiting on, is the glorification of Yahweh Bashem Shai. And through Yahweh Bashem Shai being glorified, we will be beautified as well. All right, great things are getting ready to happen to us, okay? But remember, through much tribulation, okay? It says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time. This is the time that it's speaking about, and the beginning of immortality for to come, when corruption is past. So we're getting ready to enter immortality, all right? But within this end of time, we are being built up, waiting for immortality. See, you're waiting right now. That's what we're doing. We're waiting. Okay. We're waiting on the impending doom that's going to happen to this place. Okay. And the people that are going to experience prophecy as we do, they're not going to react the same way. Okay. They're not going to react the way we are. This is why it says, as a thief in the night. All right. Now, I do want to get this because, this has been on my mind for a while, the waiting faithful servant. And that's what we're doing. We're waiting with faith. Okay. You have to have faith in prophecy. All right. You actually, when you read it, you have to have faith that it's going to come to pass. Okay. Matthew 24:45, who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord has made ruler over his household to give them meat in due season. See, so in due season, this is what it's all about. All right. You've had men say it's a waste of time waiting on Yahweh Shai. I believe it was a member of one body. Okay. You have men perverting the gospel right now, pretty much bringing in a worldly aspect while we are locking in. Okay. This is the time now to lock in to Yahweh Shem Shine. We still do our day-to-day business. Okay. We still handle our households according to the rule of that matter. All right. We're not bugging out or tripping. We're just becoming more solemn. Okay. We're becoming more locked in to this being the end and not putting it off from day to day. And that's also something else I do want to express to brothers and sisters. Be aware of men perverting the gospel. And he just comes to mind, so I'm going to mention it right here. This guy right here, okay? I caught wind of this the other day, and I was completely disgusted, all right, with everything going on. All right, this is perverting the gospel right here, okay? With everything happening, we don't give a shit about some blood pulling a gun on a Crip live, okay? You're perverting the gospel, all right? And let's grab that real quick since the Spirit's on me to say that, okay? We're about to get out of here, man. You know, we already battle Satan. We already battle the world and the flesh and the demons. We don't need, okay? We don't need someone trying to distract us with a temporal world that's getting ready to end in a doomly fashion. This is Galatians 1, and the Galatians had to deal with this, and Paul had to correct them too. Galatians 1:6, I marvel that ye are so soon moved from him that called you into the grace of a Mashiach unto another gospel, right? You have people that are going to be swayed into another form of the gospel, okay? It says, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Hamashiach. So that's perversion. That's perverting you. Now, I'm just curious. Let's just see what the word pervert means. Okay. Pervert, which we know the common, like, oh, you a pervert, right? To turn around. See? So if you're heading towards Yahweh Shem Shai, this is how you get turned around, because we were all in the world. So these men are back still in the world. We have turned our back from being in the world and are focusing on the Lord, focusing on prophecy, but you have men that want to turn you back to this. And I was completely disgusted in the passion that he was breaking this down and the information he was given. And the Lord's going to take this truth from you, because we are fighting to stay in the truth. We are fighting to keep our candle lit. We're fighting to be the wise virgin. So when you have men occupying their time and things of that fashion, when prophecy is on the horizon, see, look, for the Middle East, there is no turning back now. So prophecy ain't being perverted. Okay. Prophecy ain't being perverted. All right. Prophecy is getting ready to come to pass right now. So, I look at things like that and those teaching as an enemy to my salvation. Okay. We're in the time where we need to be selfish in our salvation. All right. Now, what is that? Philippians. Let me see. Where is it? Is this Philemon? No, that's Philemon. Here's Philippians. Let's see. Philippians 4:12. No, that's what I wanted. Let's see real quick. See? Or is it 2:12? I think it's 2:12. Let me get this real quick. Fear and trembling. I haven't brought this one out in a while. Yep, 2:12. I thought it was 4:12. 2:12. Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, this is Paul speaking, But now, much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear in Yahweh Shemel Shai and trembling, that we can be judged by Yahweh Shemel Shai. So we need to have a healthy dose of fear and trembling in Yahweh Shemel Shai, because guess what? When prophecy comes, when that doomful day comes, oh, they're gonna feel it. See, this is what they're gonna feel in that day. The feeling may be from a mental health condition such as anxiety or bipolar disorder. It may be an early signs, blah, 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 blah. No, you're going to be going through it, okay? When prophecy comes to pass, nothing is going to matter, okay? So let's just get back into the lesson. Matthew 24 and 45, it says, who then is a faithful and wise servant whom his Lord, right? We have a Lord, okay? Didn't King David say the Lord said unto my Lord, right? Yahweh said unto my Lord, talking about Yahweh Shai, but what? King David's son, Solomon? Solomon is Yahweh Shai, whom his Lord has made a ruler over his household. Yeah, so if we are being set as a ruler, okay, we have a job shepherding the sheep. So we can't be perverting you to do things that are contrary to our Savior, okay? Because one thing I always like to think about is how this is Yahweh Shai's sheep. Yahweh Shai said, feed my sheep. So what are we supposed to feed you? Are we supposed to feed you the world? Are we supposed to sit here and have an hour conversation about niggas? Okay. Or are we supposed to be tapping in to prophecy? Because Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So what's taking place right now? The spirit is prioritizing what we need in our life, what we need to hear, what we need to listen to. Okay. And you'll start realizing that, like, you'll start getting your priorities together on what's really important. All right. What's really important. Revelations 19 and 10. And this is John, and I, John, it says, and I fell at his feet to worship him. He's speaking about worshiping an angel, which we don't do. And he said unto me, see, thou do it not. Exactly. I am thy fellow servant. Whoa, I'm just doing my job too. You know, I ain't nobody to worship. Just like we said, we ain't nobody. We ain't nobody. We just trying to get it out of here too. We just all been given different positions. It says, and of thy brethren. So the angels are our brethren. So we have brethren in the heavens. Okay. And we need to start acknowledging that. We need to start acknowledging that. One thing I like to do is I like to pray to Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know, and to show him what Satan is doing, what he's got going in my head. Yeah, I'm telling on Satan. Okay. I ask to strengthen the hedge around me, you know, keep, as Elder Yashwamba said, a covering. Okay. Because this thing is going to happen. All right. This thing is going to happen. And it says, brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, which that ask a Christian that, you know, I'm not talking to you sisters, you know, you brothers, ask the Christians that. Ask, what's the testimony of Jesus? Well, the testimony is of love, and then we love. Or they're going to be saying love all the way until the lug nuts fall off. Okay. Excuse my language. But hey, don't put no merit in these people. We found the source. Remember, it says, we have found him. Okay. So we found the truth. We don't need nothing else. We're good over here. All right. People that start perverting the gospel means they ain't good with us. Okay. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So there's a spirit of prophecy. Okay. That means there is a spirit that makes us cleave to prophecy, and that's cleaving to Yahweh Shai. So when you cleave to prophecy, you're cleaving to Yahweh Shai. Okay. When you cleave to, you got Israel united in Christ. Well, if you're united with who you call Christ, you should also be united in prophecy, right? But do you prophesize? You know. So let's go back. I don't want to go into this article too. It says, check this out. To give him meat in due season. So we're waiting for that due season, you know. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he comes, shall find so doing. Let's just change this. Okay. The elders do it all the time. I've seen brothers do it, and it's actually very edifying when you look at different translations, as long as you know the breakdown, because a translation could make you think the breakdown is different. It says, if the master returns and finds that servant has done a good job, there will be a reward. So we want to be rewarded for the job that we've been hired to do, even though it says we are unprofitable servants. So what does that mean? That means we're not to be putting ourselves on a level because we're doing the work and you're not. No, you don't. We can't even tell you tomorrow, meaning the Lord already has what's going to be set up. So you have men that become proud for what they did today, and they assume that they'll be able to keep that same energy tomorrow, and that might not be in the plans of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So it's best to just remain humble, okay? And that's really it. But let me go into this real quick because I don't want to make this too long. We do got camp in a few hours. But let's go into this. It says, for the Middle East, there is no turning back now. Look at this. Very prophetic picture, okay? It says, there is no way to avoid a apocalyptic woe in the Middle East now. Why? Because that's where the hotbed's going to be. The river Euphrates, the valley of Jehoshaphat, okay, the Middle East, the least of the flock is over there, Ezekiel 38, okay? So there's a lot of things that we can pinpoint when we look towards the Middle East and we go into the scriptures, all right? Like I said, when you look at, let's see, how should we do this? Map of the Middle East. Let's just do this. Okay, I guess I can use this. I really don't like this one. Let me see. Oh, Iran. Iran. Hold on. I guess we'll just rock with this. So you got the river Euphrates. I was watching Elder Pastor Hard break this down. Very, very edifying. Okay, you got the least of the flock over here. You got Ezekiel 38 that's coming down right here. Okay, so you have a lot of things that are happening over here right now. Turkey, okay, which Turkey, modern day Turkey is ancient Galatia, okay, which is why you got the Galatians, all right? Paul was also born in Tarsus in that region. But this is the hotbed. This is what we're waiting on. This is what we're looking at, okay? This is where your mind's eye should be, because this is where the third woe is gonna take place, okay? And then they're gonna persecute us for prophesizing. Something's gonna happen, a double F, you know, like they had a double F on the FJs, and they're gonna blame us. Why? For prophesizing? Right now they got something called sedition hunters. So, you know, there's a lot of things going on, okay? It says, too much has been said and done, and both sides have pushed things past the point of no return. That's it. That's it. Because it says the Most High's word, I think it's Isaiah 46 and 10. Let's just put won't come back void. 55. Okay, Isaiah 55. Okay, I'm thinking of another one. Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my words be that go forth out of my mouth. And when I read that, I picture literally going forth, being shot out. Right? Being shot out into the earth like the gospel. The gospel has been sent out. You can't return it. You can't bottleneck it. You can't cover it. You can't reverse it. Can a man turn away a hungry lion? Okay, so this thing is here. This thing is happening. This is in real time. Okay, prophecy is taking place whether people like it or not. All right, we're just at the point now where Babylonians parties are going to get interrupted, because that's the main people partying right now is Babylon, and they're going to get interrupted with prophecy, screams, cries, dresses, and niggas everywhere. You know, it just got to stop. It just got to end. It's got to end. It says, it shall not return unto me void. Right? It's not going to return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. It's going to be fulfilled. You know, it's going to be fulfilled. This is what we're waiting on. Going back, it says, point of no return. It won't be too long before thousands of arrows are flying back and forth. What? That's Revelations. That's Revelations. The 9th chapter. Okay, Revelations 9. Yep, look at this. Revelations 9. Yep, right here. Look at this. Revelations 9 and 13. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before. Oh, let's well, I'll do this one. I'll do this one. It says the altar, which is before Yahweh, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. Which didn't the river Euphrates dry up? River Euphrates drying up. See? And the Omega sign came of that. Alpha and Omega. Omega meaning end. But the river dried up so the kings can pass it, so they can go to war. See? This dried up so that there can be a battle. Okay, not a battle, a woe, excuse me. See? It dried up, and it dried up into an Omega. Yahushua said, I am the beginning and the end. So the end is come. And it says, and the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men. See? So an hour and a day and a month and a year. So Lord's will, this year is this year, Lord's will, Lord's will, or the year is very soon. It says, and the number of the army, this is talking about the arrows, missiles, of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. Okay. Extremely large amount will be shot off. See? And there were 200 million. Okay. Now let's go back. That's a lot. That's a lot. See? So he has to add another 1,000 in there. See? What did it say? 200,000. 200 million. And it says, are flying back and forth, and that is going to have enormous implication for us all. This woe is going to look far different from anything we have ever seen in the Middle East before, and the level of mashapatiyam and destruction that we will witness will shock the entire globe. Exactly. Okay. So these articles aren't just being dropped here for nothing. All right. We can read articles. Look, January 4th, 2 days ago, we can read articles and we can coincide it with the scriptures biblically and prophetically. Okay. So we're here. All right. We're here. Prophecy is on the horizon. So Adon Ratazah this year, they really pushed that mark on a high scale. Okay. We need them to push that mark, Adon Ratazah, on the highest level now more than ever. Okay. And this is why we continue to be that faithful and wise, sensible servant. Okay. Matthew 24:47. I tell you the truth. The master will put that servant in charge of all he owns. And be aware of that spirit of that evil servant. But what if the servant is evil and thinks my master won't be back for a while? And he begins beating the other servants, partying and getting drunk. The master will return unannounced and unexpected. And he will cut the servant to pieces and assign him a place with the hypocrites. In that place, there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth, and that's a lake of fire. So we don't want to fall into this, tomorrow, cares of this world. Be aware, the cares of this world will choke up the word, okay? Read Mark, the 4th chapter. The cares of this world is set to get you. This place is still a trap. It's still set up to distract you now more than ever. Now more than ever, okay? So you're going to have to keep fighting. Luke 21:19. I'll end it there. Luke 21:19 is this red letter. Oh, yep. I got this in the NLT. I want it in the KJV, please. Luke 21:19. In your patience possess ye your soul. So we have to continue to be patient while we are waiting for prophecy to come to pass. Maintain, focus, have your things in order, but understand we are desperately waiting for prophecy to come to pass, but we can see prophecy is on the horizon. So I pray this lesson was edifying and exhorting. I want to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, shalom.